Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be talking a little about NASCAR 26, possibly. So there's really nothing confirmed at this point. They did say last year that they planned on making this an annual series, but we don't know where they're at with that. We don't know if that is starting this year. We don't really know much about it. Nothing has been confirmed. The only thing that has been confirmed is, I think, Dale Earnhardt Jr. did mention on Twitter, or X, I apologize, that they were already working on the soundtrack for the next game. He didn't come out and say NASCAR 2026. He just said the next game, so I don't really know what that means. And honestly, as a content creator, I could not care less about the soundtrack. I can't use it anyway. I would rather hear about more concrete things. So in this video, we're going to talk about some things that I feel like the game needs, and just kind of talking about the NASCAR series and, what my thoughts were about it. And I know it may not seem like it because I don't play it a ton on the channel. That's sort of just something you got to deal with when you're a YouTuber. I created my channel. My channel's gone through so many changes, but where we're at right now seems to be like the sweet spot for me. So I'm always in a constant conundrum of what do I put on the channel. I can obviously just leave it trucking and buses and flight sim and sims like that. But the thing is, I feel like as a sim channel, all sims should fit on the channel. But it goes without saying that, my biggest numbers and views and stuff is the trucking and the busing, things like that. So I do have a second channel. It's Shorthead Racing. I don't upload much there. I really wanted to upload more there, but the fact is, just uploading on two channels is difficult. Doing all this content is difficult. I need to figure out how to balance that. So I don't know what I'm going to do. But for the time being, this video is going to be on my main channel, Shredhead Gaming, because I get more views on it, and I want this video to be seen. So with NASCAR 2025, honestly, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. I think it was better than I thought it was going to be. Like, literally, the way they were talking, I felt that the game was going to be super bare bones, which I guess you could consider it bare bones for what it is, I guess, but not really. I mean, it's the first title that they put on console, and the way they were talking about it, it really did seem like it was going to be a lot less than this. The career mode, for example, I did not think was going to be fleshed out as much as it was in NASCAR 2025. With that being said, the developers, they have, openly admitted in their devlogs that the game is not really complete. There's a lot of things that are not in the game that they wanted in the game that couldn't make it to the game. So on one hand, I guess you could say it feels like we were being guinea pigs with this game. But on the other hand, I get their point of view too, where they just really wanted to gauge the community and see how a game like this would do on console. Obviously PC too. I will say this, like, iRacing, from what I hear, is the NASCAR and iRacing is fantastic, but it's still online, right? So you have the people on PC that, they would like a career option, a single player option. Maybe they don't want to play online with other people all the time. So it's understandable, because I'll be honest with you, at first I thought, if you're on PC and you can have iRacing, why would you want this game? But then it hit me. It was like, well, you know what? It's the single player. Not everybody wants to do that. Then there's people out there that, yeah, I play the NASCAR. I played NASCAR and iRacing, but I don't always want to go online, and do these online races. Sometimes I would like to have like a career mode or something, single player. So, I get that as well too. Like I said, sometimes with these, it can feel like we're being guinea pigs, and, we kind of are. But the good thing about it is that, we don't really have to buy any of these products. We're not being forced to buy these products. So when they come out, you can judge. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like I say all the time, I tell everybody, no matter what the game, don't pre-order. Let the YouTubers pre-order it, or let the YouTubers get it early and kind of show you guys what it looks like first. Pre-ordering can be bad because, you know, you get your hopes up, you get your hopes up and you get hyped up, and you buy a game and you spend, you know, more money for it, and then you get it and then you're disappointed in it. You know, you could escape all that by just avoiding that. And honestly, there's certain things that they promise you with the pre-order isn't really worth it. With this game, it's all cosmetics. I mean, I don't really care too much about it. I know there are a lot of people that do, but, you know, I would rather see updates and in-game features. Speaking of game features, there's some things in this game that I feel like should have been included in this game. I don't know why they didn't make it in there. DNFs, I'm looking at you. How would you make a racing game that's based on sports racing and not add DNFs to the first game? How did they not make it in there? I have no idea. You know, I've seen a handful of people saying that, you know, they're fine with no DNFs. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, if your race gets ruined by your own hands or by the AI or whatever, and, you know, on the second lap of a 50-lap race, and you have to finish the race and back, and you know in NASCAR that it's almost impossible to catch up, especially once they start lapping you. So you should be able to DNF, you know. And then how many times have we played the game and you can see behind you in the rear view mirror cars just flying through the air, flipping over, crashing out. It goes to yellow flag, it starts back up, and everybody's back to square one. Everybody's fine, all the cars are fine, all the cars are there. I mean, it's just, it really detracts from the immersion of the game, in my opinion. But what I will say is that in all of these racing games, I feel the most important thing is the actual driving the cars, the racing, the physics, you know, how it feels. And I thought NASCAR 2025 was a lot of fun to play. I still enjoy playing it. I really want to start playing it again. I really miss it. I just got back into it like last weekend. I started playing a couple quick races, and it was like, shit, this is really fun, man. I forgot how fun this was. You know, I have video footage right now of me going around Arkansas or Kansas? Ooh, I forgot which one it is. One of those. I'm actually recording this after I did that race. I just recorded that race for kind of like B-roll footage. But yeah, it is just super fun. So we also need better pit stops, because the pit stops right now are just, they're kind of non-existent and just very strange for a racing game. I mean, the pit stops have to be better. The career mode, it was as good as the career mode was for their first shot. It has to be better, because as of right now, the career mode is very just menu simulator. It doesn't really have a lot of heart to it. You know, the sponsors, there's very little sponsors. There should be so many more sponsors. And once you get to a certain level, that's it. You unlock the highest sponsor. There's no more. I mean, they have to do better with that. They have to do better, I feel, with upgrades. I feel the damage model has to be better. You know, everything they have in the game right now is a good basis, but they just need to expand upon it and they make it better. I really think they need to take a look at what the F1 games do in their career mode. And again, that's not perfect. That is not perfect either. I would say I would like to see a combination of like F1 career mode with the F1 manager games, with how they handle things, somewhere in between there, if they can combine them. And hey, I'm looking at you too, Codemasters and EA, with your F1 titles. You know, if you can kind of mix in some of that F1 manager magic that those games had in with your career mode, I think that would be fantastic for you as well. So obviously with NASCAR, with any game that comes out every year, you know, new tracks, you know, we want the drivers to, you know, coincide with the teams that they're on and stuff like that. You know, making your own liveries has to be better, I feel. Why is it that Gran Turismo 7 has the best editor? Like, literally, that game, you can create anything you want. You can upload your own graphics into it. People upload all the time that you can get. I mean, there's all kinds of name brands. How the hell did GT7 get all the licenses to put all those in the game, and these other ones don't? I mean, they have the NASCAR license for crying out loud. You know, iRacing does. Why is it they can't get all the sponsors? You know, especially when it's, you know, a customize your livery kind of thing. Like, I just don't get it. They need to do better. I mean, take a look at what GT7 does. Take a look at that game, see how they do it. It is amazing. Like, you can just make the most amazing liveries in that game. I absolutely love it, which, by the way, I plan on getting back into GT7 as well. I really want to get into that. So, the other thing I will say is that even though I don't really play the online mode of this game, the online mode needs work. It just does. I mean, for me, this is the strangest part because I really felt that iRacing would nail the online. I thought this is the one part of the game that we don't have to worry about. iRacing, they're going to nail the online portion of this game, and they didn't. They didn't. You know, it's not what it was. It's not what I thought it was going to be. It's not what a lot of people thought it was going to be, and it's just kind of weird that they dropped the ball on the one thing that iRacing you would think would be amazing at. But with that being said, I am super excited about NASCAR 2026 or 2027, whenever they're going to bring the next game out. I am still loving NASCAR 2025. I think it's a fantastic first attempt for them to get into, you know, a NASCAR title on its own, especially on console. And we can't forget the indie game, the IndyCar game, is being made by iRacing. That is still supposed to come out this year. Like, I looked it up online and I didn't see anything where anybody said that game is being delayed or anything like that. Again, there's not a hell of a lot of information on it. What I did find out is it's the same developer that develops the console will make that game. Different teams. So you're going to have like one team working on the NASCAR titles, then you'll have a separate team working on the IndyCar titles, which is fantastic because, you know, as we all know, IndyCar is its own thing. It's very different. So we don't want just NASCAR 2025, you know, copy and paste just with IndyCars. It's got to be its whole thing. You know, I really hope that when that game releases, they have already taken a hard look at the whole career mode thing and really flesh it out more, because I really feel like IndyCar has to have, you know, a better career mode than what we have in NASCAR, and I want a better career mode in NASCAR in the next game as well. I really want them to up the game on everything. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I know that there's some people that like the game, some people didn't like the game. Personally, I enjoyed it better than the NASCAR Heat, the last NASCAR Heat game. I know some people didn't. I personally did. I thought it was pretty good. I think it's a good start for the series, and let me know what you think. Do you think we're going to get a NASCAR 2026, or do you think they're going to skip 2026 and go to 2027? Personally, I kind of feel we are. I don't think they're going to tell us anything about it till... I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to say we're going to hear about NASCAR 2026 sometime in June. That is my official prediction. And let me know in the comments what you think, what your predictions are. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time.